Hello, regular vendors for Raleigh Veg Fest and Moore Square. You can see this is Moore Square over here. Hi. And this is my beautiful wife, Denise, and Mike. You'll see us. Actually, you're really going to see Denise. My ear needs to be covered. You'll see Denise on Sunday morning. Look for her. She's the person that's going to tell you where to go, unload, where your tent's going to be set up. And let me show you, we're going to show you right now how to do that. So this is the park area where we're gonna have our event. You guys are all gonna be like on the grass area or near it in the center of the park. If you've never been here before, they've remodeled everything and it's really cool space. But the challenge here is actually unloading and loading and doing the load-in. So the general idea is you're gonna follow along the cars heading this direction, which is west, I think. West on Martin Street, west on East Martin, that's East Martin. Yeah. Well, it's Martin Street. Either way, it's Martin Street. You're going to drive west. You're going to start to see Moore Square, and you're going to start heading down halfway down the block. This turns into a loading zone. There'll probably be nobody here unless you're late and there's a massive line for vendors trying to unload. But if you're early, like we want you to be, as early as you can, try to get here right at 8 o'clock. How about that? Right at 8 o'clock. Be as early as you can. Pull all the way down here in this loading zone. Stop right here. You'll see Denise or a volunteer. And basically, they're going to tell you where you're going to set up. You'll find out when you get here. So get here as soon as you can, early as you can, and you're gonna drop all your stuff right here. And basically, you're gonna go find a parking spot from there. There's free parking here in Raleigh and downtown. As long as you get here early, you'll have no problem finding a space. So another reason to get here early, because it could be a challenge if you get here late. And if you get here past like 9 o'clock or so, I don't think we can even let you set up. 9:15 probably is the cutoff, I don't know. But you're gonna drop all your stuff and you're gonna have another volunteer here with you, or somebody like Denise will be watching your stuff, hopefully. Well, we cannot be responsible. We'll try, okay? But you go park, then you come back here, and then you start wheeling or carrying all your stuff into your spot, and we will show you where to go. That's the general idea. Did I miss that? Did I miss anything on this?
That's it. If we're among the first 28 vendors to arrive, we'll get a nice, easy spot along this wall right here. Is it made out of?
Semicircle, yeah, concrete.
Yeah. On the sidewalk along that concrete wall. After the 28th vendor arrives, then we'll have you on the other side. They're
interior. They got, yeah, it's a little bit harder to get to. Okay. Well, let's show you down the other end of the street what this looks like as you're driving down the street so you can visualize it. All right, so here we are looking north. Moore Square is to the west, to your left. And there's that old pest control building. You've been here in Raleigh for a while. They're not even using that building anymore. This is Person Street. So you want to either head north on Person to the southeast corner of Moore Square, or you want to head on East Martin, like that truck is, heading west. And the whole idea is you follow where that truck's going, about half a block in, then you'll start to see, we're gonna walk over there, that turns into a loading zone. Yeah, parking ends at the crosswalk, Denise just said. So basically you'll come down to the crosswalk as you're driving down. There's the PNC Tower on the left side, further down west, and you're going to kind of start tucking in over here. There's a police officer. As you get close to the police officer, you're going to tuck in and start making, this is the lane. There may be a line when you get here. If you get here late, if you get here early, there will be no line. But you're going to go all the way up to the intersection over there, and that's where you're going to talk to Denise and another volunteer. They're going to give you instructions on what to do. But as we talked about earlier in this video, you're basically just going to unload all your stuff as fast as you can, go find a parking spot, and then get back, get your stuff, and either wheel it or carry it over to your designated vendor spot. All right, so we're walking back up to the same intersection we were just talking at. And here are the details about exact procedures for unloading and how you get your spot assignment. This is the stuff you've been waiting for, right? Well, the good news is get here as early as you can. We'll be here shortly after sunrise. We don't usually have a problem with people getting here too early, but getting here too late. So when you drive up here, hopefully there won't be any congestion. If there's no congestion, this is how it's gonna go. If there's no congestion, you're gonna pull up right here. You're gonna get your spot assignment from Denise or another volunteer. You're gonna get it immediately. And what you'll be able to do is, if there's no congestion, you'll be able to drive around. You'll probably find parking right along the perimeter because our event is actually where that bus is down there. And it goes around the semicircle. It doesn't look like a semicircle here, but it is. So where that bus is, that street there and here are the best spots to park and unload your stuff to get to your spot with as little walking or carrying as possible. The only way you're going to get this option is if you show up early and there's no congestion.
We're still parking on South Blunt Street.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll be able to see, because if there's no parking, the option's gone. We'll be able to monitor that. We'll know. But if you get here later and there's congestion and all the parking's gone, what's going to happen is one of two things. Number one is that you have a volunteer with you. We highly encourage you to not be a lone ranger and to have somebody here helping you, all right? So that you can drop off all your stuff and your volunteer can go with our volunteer and show you your spot. Because worst case scenario, if you don't have a volunteer, what's going to happen is you have to drop your stuff off. And like I said, we cannot be responsible for your stuff. We will try, but we can't. You're going to have to drop off your stuff and you're going to have to go park. And then after you've done that, you have to come back to here, to your stuff, to get your assignment. It's going to take that long for you to get your assignment. So the moral of this is bring your own volunteers and get here as early as you possibly can. I think that's right. Is that right, Denise?
Yeah.
And we won't have any problems as long as you guys do that. If you don't do that, then there may be a lot of congestion and who knows what. But either way, it'll be fun. It'll be a good event, and we're making this video to make it as easy for you as possible, and so that things go as smoothly as possible on Sunday morning. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.